How's it going, guys? Welcome to Podcast Select, the PlayStation-centric podcast for KaiMinds.com and the #1 podcast in ancient Greece, Sparta. I'm Jamie Carty, joined by the God of War himself, Daniel.
Hello, amigos.
Hello.
Hello.
So you've gone from Greek to Italian.
I've come all the way from Greek, but not from Sparta. I've come from the small island called Lesbos, which is real. I was fascinated with it in geography. It's a real thing.
So not just trying to be offensive, you're just saying, ooh, that's an actual thing.
There's a place called Lesbos. You used to have dreams about that place.
Congratulations, we've been on this podcast 30 seconds and already you're trying to offend people.
I try.
So Daniel, what have you been playing?
I completed Uncharted 4 last week.
Oh, same. I just completed
good.
it today.
Okay, good. It's fucking great.
It is.
It's
Try not
awesome.
to spoil it for the people listening, but
Basically, at the end of it, after everyone dies, absolutely everyone dies.
Spoilers.
I know. The game ends and then the credits roll, and it's fucking something else.
It is.
I had this problem this morning, right? I went down. I woke up at 2:00, which is morning for me most of the time. I went downstairs, made myself my breakfast, and as I was eating my breakfast, I sliced through my tongue and actually shaved a bit of my tongue off.
How? Did you shave with your tongue out?
No. I bit into my tongue, and it's like when you peel like an apple or a potato, the way you just cut like the skin off it. I cut a chunk. It was really nice food, and I got distracted by the tastiness, and I just fucking slit right through it, and it was horrible. My tongue's a bit weird now. I can feel it. It's fucking horrible. It's the worst I've ever done it.
Oh.
That's been my morning.
Wow. Well, my morning has been recovering from a night out. Never drink, kids. Never drink. Not because it makes you feel horrible, but I was recovering from the fact that I'm £100 in debt now. So. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's when I go out, I just get other people to buy me drinks. Just
Well,
be like,
normally
I'll get the next one.
Normally I do, but nah, I'm not that bad. I'm the one buying everyone else drinks. It's just that I wasn't expecting an expense this month, so my website took out 120 quid for the year. But that'll be it for the year now. I don't know. I just completely forgot I need to pay for it, and it just sprung on me. I was like, crap. That's gonna make me low. So
basically, we're a really low budget podcast at the moment. What's in the budget this year? £120. Right then.
The quality of podcast production.
Thank God I got this good snowball mic though. I've had this for years and I've never used it. I bought it to do YouTube. I think I did a test video and I was like, no, fuck this. I haven't used it, and this is my first time properly using it for its intended use in
I've taken your virginity
5 or 6 years.
making.
You did.
Good.
Treat it well.
I shall.
You won't get that again.
So we've gone from Lesbo
Island.
Lesbio
Lesbos.
to whatever, to cutting your tongue,
Yeah.
to taking your podcast virginity, and this is a PlayStation-centric podcast.
We're getting there.
Oh, yes.
Well, no, we talked about Uncharted at the start.
Oh, yeah. That makes it
that's
decent,
it.
I suppose. Yeah. That's all right, then.
So now we have all the PlayStation news out of the way.
Let's actually start on the real shit.
Yeah. Well, no, I really liked Uncharted 4. Especially the fucking Crash Bandicoot sequence at the start, which isn't a spoiler because it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
I saw that before I got the game and I was like, shit. It would have been cool to see it on my own without it being spoiled. Well, I thought it was really cool. I lost. But Uncharted,
so you didn't get a
4
high
is so
score
good.
then, even at the end?
Even at... no.
No.
I really like that game. There's so much detail. I saw one video online where, do you know the part where you can slide down mud and stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
they shot
where...
the rock, and all the other rocks fall down after and stuff.
As soon as I
was
saw that in the
"Jeez."
game, I was like, "Oh, physics!"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, the physics!
Physics porn!
The rocks actually fall. This is next gen."
But I remember thinking when I first started the game up, it's not that great. It's a lot smoother, yeah. But then my sister, who's playing 1, 2, and 3 in the space of a week just to catch up so she can play 4, I saw the graphics. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I can see a difference. It's probably because the last time I played Uncharted 3 was about a year and a half ago on multiplayer, so I didn't know the graphic jump. But oh my god, graphics.
I got that collection as well. Number 1 kind of looks like shit.
Yeah.
But like 2 and 3 looks like amazing. They look
Yeah.
so good, especially with the collection on PS4. But Uncharted 4 is amazing. Did you see like some of the videos before it came out? They like they have like the veins in his arm popping out when he tenses and stuff, and his chest hair moves. It's awesome. This is awesome. Not enough Sully though.
Right, what? No, definitely. Victor, goddamn son!
Eldorado.
So, what did you think of the grappling?
Oh, the grappling hook?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
It's fun, however, I think they overuse it. In fact, I've got 3 major complaints with Uncharted 4. And the first one is the grappling hook. It's good, it's really fun to play, and it keeps the flow. However, when you're trying to jump, it's almost as if like you're magnetized to the edge, and it doesn't give it the fluid feeling it's trying to give.
Yeah, so sometimes it's a little bit jumpy when I used it.
Yeah.
But I didn't use it that much. Like, even though it was there, I never properly used it unless it was in one of the climbing segments. For combat, I think I used it once and I got like 1 kill. Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck this, I just want to shoot people. But it is really good though. I like it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Right, my second complaint is, why can't you throw back grenades? I've been so used to that feature from the third one, and then just to take it away, and it's like, I died so many times at the beginning because I was so used to pressing triangle, and I realised, wait a minute, they actually taken this feature out? So I died like 6 times just pressing different buttons to make sure, and then I went to the controller mapping, and it's like, they took out the feature. Completely. Yeah. Why would they do that?
I only realised that after I finished the game, and I looked back and I was like, I don't remember throwing back. You can't throw back grenades. Because I remember doing it, and I just like, oh, that sucks. You can't throw back grenades. But it didn't strike me as a feature they took out from the other games because it was so long since I played them.
Yeah.
And then you saying there, I'm like, why the fuck did they take that out?
And the third major complaint is a lot of the action sequences were too predictable. Like, when you're climbing, it's like, right, this ledge is going to break. It's broken. That bit of wood is going to crack. It's just cracked. Oh, wait. I'm going to guess. That is going to fall. I'm going to fall down there. I'm going to do that jump. I'm going to use the grappling hook, and then I'm going to be safe, and then the music stops. Like that happens.
And the game is over.
It was so predictable.
That happens in all the Uncharted games, I think. When you're climbing shit, stuff randomly breaks.
The second one had a good more fluency with the story wise, and it gave you a lot more surprises. I feel the third one had really good set pieces.
Yeah, no, the third one had amazing set pieces.
They spoiled it in all the trailers because it was literally shown everything.
I didn't watch any of the trailers, so I loved it.
And then the fourth one,
there's not a lot of set pieces in the fourth one.
Sorry?
There's not a lot of set pieces in the fourth one.
No, there's not, but I think that gives it a much more subtlety to it, and I like that. But like I said, because of the action sequences when you're trying to run away, it's so predictable. It's like, oh, let me guess, the music's going to start catching up here, which means I'm going to fall off the ledge in a minute. Oh, I fell off the edge.
Would you look at that?
Oh, would you look at that? I just think that if they cut down by half, it would be fine. But I feel like they were just doing it for the sake of, we need more action. People haven't been shot yet. There's not enough music. Let's give them more dramatic moments. And yeah, I feel like it just... So if I was to rate it, it would be about a 9 or maybe an 8.5.
I'd probably give it a 9 or something. I thought it was really good. There was only 2 things I didn't like. There wasn't enough set pieces for me. And I would have loved to see like more Sully, because he's like my favourite character in Uncharted.
Yeah,
because he's fucking hilarious. He's great. He looks like old Snake though in this game.
I was thinking that actually.
He does look like him. I was like,
yeah.
Fuck, is that Snake? What are you doing? Actually, he probably was Snake. That's why we didn't see him a lot.
Metal
Gear. I'm calling it. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Welcome to Metal Gear.
Right, so Daniel, would you like to select the news?
Right. I will.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to select the news.
You select the news then.
I'm going to select the news.
You select the news,
boy. Right, here we go.
Okay.
This is number 1 out of 10. I got 10 on the list.
10?
Right. Yeah, I got 10.
Very interesting.
It was a fucking struggle, I tell you. There's a lot of shit I had to go through. It was horrible. But number 1 is basically, it's an update on PlayStation 4 console sales. And Sony's PlayStation 4 has sold over 40 million consoles worldwide to date now. And according to a website called VG Charts, the Xbox One and the Wii U have sold 21 and 13 million sales. And the numbers aren't, like, it's not an official site, so the numbers probably aren't, correct, or they're a little bit off.
Mm.
So, take them with a grain of salt. But I think back in November, Sony said it hit 30 million sold. And now in the space of 6 months, they sold another 10. And they've said that they have sold over 270 million copies of PS4 games. If you combine retail and digital.
Yeah.
That's insane. So I think I have another little picture here of the most sold consoles like ever. So the PS2 is number 1, the DS number 2, Game Boy 3, PlayStation, the original is 4, and the Wii is 5. PlayStation 4 is in 13th place with, where's the Xbox One? The Xbox One is in 19th.
Okay.
So
quite a while to go until it starts getting to the big boys. But
yeah, pretty much. When it breaks into the top 10, that's when I think it'll be in the big times. I
mean, you said 6 months ago it was only 30 million and then 10 million within 6 months. That's so
really
huge.
good.
But I think it's because PlayStation are finally getting their exclusives out there, like Uncharted 4, for example. It's just, we're finally getting the games that we wanted for it.
Yeah, and with No Man's Sky coming out also in August now.
That's going to be another news story, I bet.
No. But in like the top 10, the NES is 10th with 61.91 million sold. So the PlayStation, it's getting there.
But where's the Dreamcast? That's all I care about.
Dreamcast, where's the Dreamcast? Let me find it. Dreamcast is in 24th with 8.2 million. Whoa! It's getting there. In a few more years.
Soon it will be better than the Wii U.
Yeah. Where's the Wii U, actually? The Wii U is in 21 place.
We need to start selling Dreamcast again. Let's just make them just to outdo the Wii U.
I was looking at these consoles and I wanted to see if there was any weird ones I never heard of before. And the 26th best sold console ever is one called the Wonder Swan. And it sold 1.12 million. And I'm really curious to find out what it is.
The Wonder Swan, isn't that like a Elite Pad?
Is it?
I'm going to Google. I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google that.
While you Google that, go on to the second news story.
Alright, second news story. No Man's Sky has been delayed again for PS4. The information comes from PlayStation Blog, as the founder of Hello Games, Sean Murray, confirmed that No Man's Sky has been delayed to August to ensure that key moments will be polished and brought to high expectations of fans and critics. He pinpointed the dates. He said, for North America, the game's going to be released on the 9th of August, while the UK will be getting on the 12th, which is typical.
Yeah.
It's always a few days behind. So that's kind of weird. It's been delayed again, and I don't think there's any word on virtual reality either being used.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything about that? Because I haven't.
No, I haven't, actually.
No.
I mean, do you think, though, the No Man's Sky hype is gone? Because I honestly think that because of the amount of delays it's had, I think it's going to start hurting sales now.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes with the debate that when it's too early to announce the game. I mean, you've had like Final Fantasy 13 that was announced before the PlayStation 3 was announced. And then it came out 7 years later. I believe 7 years later. And then the hype for that just went. Even though the game wasn't that good anyway, but the hype just left. And that's why they had to spend tons of marketing. And then and then fast forward to Final Fantasy 15. They've only been advertising it for about a year and a half, maybe, after it was turned from Final Fantasy Versus 13 to Final Fantasy 15. And then the hype just went through the roof because there's not much left.
Yeah, I think everyone should stick to the Fallout 4 way of releasing games. Yeah. Announce at E3, a few months later, get it out. While everyone is still on the hype train. Because if it goes on for like years and years, or months and months, and then it keeps getting delays, everyone's just going to be like, oh, fuck it. Can't be arsed paying attention to it anymore. And then no one will pay attention to it. And then when it comes out, it'll be just a wet fart. No one cares.
No. By the way, I found out what the Wonder Swan is.
What is the Wonder Swan?
The Wonder Swan is basically a Game Boy Color.
Right.
But made by...
Swans.
No, it's made by Bandai.
Alright.
So, yeah, and they've sold about 10 million game cartridges.
So you get like a Dark Souls exclusives at some point?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
It was Wonder Swan, then the Wonder Swan color, and then the Swan crystals. So, yeah, it's basically like a Game Boy type of cartridge. But, yeah. Related articles, Tamagotchi and Digimon Virtual Pet. That's... Surprising.
Gotta love that Tamagotchi. Actually, my friend's sister found her first ever DS, and it's like the first ever DS, and it's an absolute fucking brick. Have you ever seen the first DS?
Yeah.
I actually never saw the first one before. I thought, the normal kind of slim one.
You just thought it was a legend.
Yeah.
An urban legend.
Well, no, I
Those
never even heard of it
existed.
before. And then she's like, this is my first DS. I'm like, this doesn't look like a real one. And then it has all the Nintendo stickers. It looks like some bootleg, like, Chinese thing. Where they make all the fake consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those. I'm like, fucking hell, it's a brick. It's so heavy. It's like a concrete block. It's insane.
But it still plays the games.
I didn't want to turn it on. I was scared by it. It was so big and imposing.
How do I turn this on? Do I crank the wheel?
Just bang it at the wall.
But yeah, they're huge. Anyway.
Yeah, they're massive. Alright, so number 3? Mm-hmm. Or number 4?
No.
Maybe number 5.
Uncharted
Uncharted 4's sales surpasses 2.7 million in its first week.
Excellent.
Back onto the PlayStation topics.
Yes.
Uncharted 4 Thieves' End has sold as of May 16th, which is 13 days ago, which is okay to have in this week's podcast.
Very okay to
it's
have
okay
in
to
its
have.
first 2 weeks.
It's in the same month, so, we're kind of there. It has sold 2.7 million copies, according to Sony. The figure represents copies of the game sold to customers and not shipped to retailers, and includes both physical and digital sales. Yeah. Which is pretty good, because instead of saying, we shipped like 50 million to fucking retailers and we sold like 5 to customers, it's good that they're telling us it's strictly just customers, so we know exactly what's happening. So Sony Computer Entertainment America Marketing, Jesus, that's a mouthful, manager Asad Kizilbash, let's say Asad Kizilbash said over on the PlayStation blog, the game is the fastest selling PS4 first party title to date in North America, which isn't a surprise because it's probably the only first party PS4 title to date. Uncharted 3, however, sold 3.8 million in its first day. So, it's kind of weird the way it's selling less than, selling worse than Uncharted 3.
Yeah, but is that in the same period? Did you say?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. However, Uncharted 4 in the UK, since its release, has been the best selling game 2 weeks running now. Which is really good. We're buying all the Uncharted 4 games, basically. I myself have 5 copies. But it's kind of weird the way Uncharted 3 is still doing better than Uncharted 4, considering Uncharted 4 is the first, really, really big PS4 game to be released. Like, there was Shadowfall at launch. There was, Bloodborne and stuff like that. But this is the first, proper, high quality, super high quality Naughty Dog game on the PS4. And it's selling, worse than Uncharted 3, which still was a good game and had a lot of hype. But I just find it weird. Especially with how big PS4 is at the moment, the way I think outsells Xbox 2-1 and stuff like that. I just thought it was really, really weird the way it wasn't selling more than Uncharted 3 or even close to it. What do you think?
I really don't know. That is actually surprising to me, but
I didn't expect that. I thought the sales would get better.
Probably because people like a trilogy. People don't like to. I mean, after a while, you have to think. The first one was okay. The second one was phenomenal. The third one was just as good, although was repetitive. And then you have to think, because the bad taste it left on 3, or because do you think people have just had enough of Uncharted?
I don't think so. Uncharted it's a really good game. All the Uncharted games are fantastic. I think they just keep getting better. I know a lot of people don't like
Minus
3.
the Golden Abyss, which took a step back.
Yeah, well, that wasn't made by Naughty Dog. That was made by who made that again?
Who made? Oh,
Sony Bend, I think.
Yeah, Sony Bend.
Studio, yeah. Okay, so they made that. So that wasn't an actual Naughty Dog game. It was just crossed over, gave over to them. But I really liked Uncharted 3. I don't know why people keep saying it's really bad compared to 2 or whatever. I thought it was just as good. But I think the trailer spoiled the shit out of it, and that's the only reason why people don't like it that much. I really liked it because I didn't see any of the fucking trailers. So I was like, Uncharted 3, I'll get that when it comes up.
The only time I was very just blown out of the water when I saw... What am I even saying? The first
very
time
first
I was
time.
When I was playing Uncharted 3, the only time I was truly blown away was the desert scene. And all you're doing is walking. That's it. That's the only time I was like, wow, I don't know what it was.
feel so alone.
Everything else was just meh to me because it's been spoiled in the trailers. But the desert was truly, I don't know how to describe it. It just struck a nerve with me, and I felt emotionally attached to that scene, even though it is literally just walking, because just beautiful sand, and it's literally just beautiful sand and him walking.
It was Journey before Journey was cool.
Exactly. Journey, the prequel.
Do you think maybe the featuring Nathan Drake and Sully? Do you think the Uncharted collection maybe had a little something to do with Uncharted 4 not selling as well as Uncharted 3?
Possibly.
Do you think people are like waiting until they finish the collection before moving on to number 4? Because number 4 is like, it's really without the other 3 games, you couldn't have Uncharted 4 the way it is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's really based on the other games.
It's not something that you, unlike 2 and 3, where you can just pick up from either 2 or 3.
Yeah, you can kind of jump into them.
I think the 4th one truly does round out
it relies
adventure.
a lot on the past games.
I mean, you can play it and you can get the story. You're not going to get confused by any of it, because the new character, the Drake brother who's been brought into it, doesn't spoil the story for 1, 2, and 3, but it gives you that emotional attachment to this character.
Yeah.
Because you know how much he's been through in the past, and you know the struggles he's gone through to get these amazing treasures, and the fact that he's getting to the point where, considering retirement, or I'm just trying very carefully not to spoil this, but he's considering retiring. Is he considering getting back into the game? That sort of thing, and that sort of struggle plays at him. And if you haven't played 1, 2, and 3 yet,
or even just 2 and 3, because I think 1 was it was okay. It could have been better, and they did with Uncharted 2.
Any of the games, and you just wouldn't have get emotionally attached to this character. So
yeah, especially the part where it was like, I think it was a trailer shown at E3, the way you could so it's not a spoiler, but the way you could like say which adventure was your favorite to your brother when you meet up with him. Yeah, like that part. And there's another part which is like, it's pretty much all just nostalgia. I think you might know the part I'm talking about. It's like literally all just nostalgia. So like, if you didn't play the other games, that might just be lost on you. So yeah, I think it could have a small effect, probably not a big effect, because I don't think most people care if they haven't played the other ones,
I have a feeling that this is going to sell more than the Uncharted 3. Purely because
it's the only game out.
If you didn't have a PlayStation 3, or you didn't even bother with the Uncharted games on PS3 to begin with, then you're obviously going to get the
collection.
The Ultimate Collection, Nathan Drake Collection. Even if you just want to play it for reliving it, you're going to get Nathan Drake Collection. So let's just say 3/4 of the sales for the Nathan Drake Collection were people who have never played it before.
Yeah, especially from people switching over from Xbox last gen and to this gen and stuff.
So I think that has something to do with it. So give it time. It will definitely sell well, because it's not like, I don't think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to get to 3 and then go, oh, it's not exceeding expectations. It's considered 10 million less than the 3rd one. Yeah, just give it time. Like, people are just trying to play the Uncharted collection.
Especially since Uncharted 4 is, like as I said before, it's the only really big first-party title released since the PlayStation 4 came out, which is what, like 2 years now, is it?
Wow.
2, I think.
About 2.5 years, yeah.
Yeah, and now we got our big first-party title. It'll show how strong the PlayStation 4 is right now. Don't even need first-party titles to sell the thing. Keep selling those indies.
Keep giving us the indies on PlayStation Plus.
I love it.
Hashtag Watchdog for June.
7th.
Saying.
Yes. Number 6. I thought this would be kind of interesting, since E3 is just 2 weeks away. I thought we'd go through the list of all the games confirmed to be at the show. So I'm gonna read them all out. Number 1 on the list is Attack on Titan.
Beautiful.
I don't give a shit about this game.
Have you not watched the?
I've watched it.
Anime.
I haven't watched. Actually, I watched 7 episodes of the anime, and I was like,
it's basically medieval Spider-Man.
yeah, that's pretty much what I got from it. But the Attack, I looked up the game because I remember hearing about it, and I didn't really care about it. But I thought I'd look up and see what it's about. So, do you remember the free online Attack on Titan game?
No.
Basically, this game that's coming out is the version that you pay for.
Okay.
It looks pretty much the same, except it's a little bit more high quality than the free online version. But the free online version, I think, is basically near enough the same in a few respects.
My only concern is because of the premise of the game and the story and gameplay, it's going to be one of those things that it's going to be cool for the first hour and a half, and then after that, it's just going to go, yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, that's what I felt, because it's being made by the same people that made Dynasty Warriors. And I really don't like those games.
Oh, they're so boring.
Yeah, they're
I'm
so
sorry,
boring. Hack
no
and
disrespect
slash.
to the people that like Dynasty Warrior games, that's your thing, but have you ever played them? Like, properly played them till the end?
No, I've never made it to the end. I remember I used to play the demo of them on the PS2 discs that you get in the magazines. And I was like,
did you have
fun.
PlayStation Plus when the Vita version came out?
Yeah, I played the Vita version for probably a half an hour. And I was like,
same.
fuck this. This is boring. It's just you just hack and slash people. And that's why I'm not excited for it, because it's based on an anime that I wasn't really into, and it's made by the team that are behind Dynasty Warriors, which I'm really not into.
Yeah,
really don't. I don't know.
I need to see it. I want to see gameplay of it before I can make.
It's basically you're flying around with the little Spider-Man system that they have, and you have to you can target like the neck or the arms and stuff like that. Like you can target each part of the body to like chop it off and stuff.
The neck kills them.
Yeah, the back of the neck kills them. It's pretty much all I've seen so far. There is some dialogue, but it was all in Japanese, so I didn't understand any of it. Which is good.
Daniel Senpai!
Oh, Doro!
Oh, kawaii desu ka?
Watashi no mame wa doku ni arimasu ka? That's where are my beans. I learned that strictly for The Last of Us Online. The Last of Us multiplayer. I would go on to TeamSpeak with my friend. Yeah. And when I'd kill someone, I'd scream, "Watashi no mame wa doku ni arimasu ka?" And then it strike fear into them. That's what I did.
Yeah,
it was great. Yeah, I like the way they had Japanese voice acting instead of the shitty English fucking dubbed versions. That, like,
but you know they will though.
Yeah, I know they will, but I just hope the Western release gives you the choice to pick the Japanese. Oh no,
they definitely will. Most anime games do anyway.
I hope they do, because there's nothing worse than bad English dub.
Mind you, Bleach. Bleach was good.
I like Bleach. That was the first anime I ever watched. Made it to episode 80.
I completed it.
I fucking hell, right? I made it to episode 81, and I was like, "Fuck these vampires." Anyway, next on the list is Battlefield 1.
Weird name. That still bothers the fuck out of me. Anyway,
yeah, it is a bit weird.
Carry on.
What would be funny if they called it Battlefield World at War 1? That would have been really good, especially with Call of Duty right now, with the way it is. I would have loved that. But Battlefield 1, just like Xbox One, it's a stupid name. They really shouldn't call it Battlefield 1. I know it's to relate to the World War I setting, but like Battlefield 4 was the last one released. Oh no, Hardline. But like in terms of numbers, Battlefield 4 was the last one. And then it's going straight back to 1. I saw a funny thing on Facebook. It was like, what are they going to call the next Battlefield? Because there's already a Battlefield 2. So they're kind of fucked now.
Battlefield 2 HD. Shit.
Imagine. Oh god. I think it looks really cool. No one ever does World War 1 games. Everyone does World War 2. Especially on back on PS2.
But the thing is, the CEO of EA even said he didn't think it would work.
Yeah,
because it's just trench warfare. But apparently they showed him a demo and it blew him away. So it must be good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm not taking a piss that EA are the terrible company. Blah blah blah. I honestly think that if he said from the beginning that no, he doesn't want it, it's going to work, and then he played it and go, actually this will work, it must be decent enough. I've got no issue apart from Star Wars Battlefront. That's the only time that I've been wary about DICE game. Everything else has just been golden.
Yeah, I got a loan of Battlefront off my friend.
I got it for my birthday.
Yeah, I played it for 2 hours and I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
The graphics are nice.
Yeah.
Too bad there's like fucking 2 maps and 5 people playing online. I didn't like Battlefront either. But anyway, next on the list is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. which had, from what I heard, was the most liked YouTube trailer. Was
that
it?
sounds
Was
about
it?
right.
I'm trying to remember.
Maybe.
Anyway, it's more sci-fi bollocks with jumps with exosuits and shit.
Yeah.
Next on the list, because no one cares about it. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I really like Deus Ex. What was the last one? Human Revolution? Was that
Yes.
what it was called? Yeah, I got it over there.
I don't know what it is, but I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Human Revolution. The controls were just iffy to me, and you couldn't change them.
Yeah, you have to aim down the sights with like R3. I own it on both PS3 and PC. And it's one of those games, I can never get into the mood to play it, but once I start playing it, I love it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I put it down, I fuck off.
What about the original Deus Ex? Oh, I love that
Didn't
game.
play that one. Deus Ex Human Revolution was the first one I played.
All right, no.
I'm looking forward to see more of Mankind Divided, though. Because I think if they just improve on what Human Revolution did, I think they'll have a really, really good game.
Give us the options to choose different controls.
Yeah, please. That was like the only big problem I had. That and the my friend was telling me this because I don't remember any of the trailers, but Human Revolution, the trailers that came out for that looked amazing, but the in-game cutscenes and stuff looked like shit compared to it. But I think they made it out to seem like these trailers are going to be what's in the game, but it just looked horrendous.
Yeah.
I think in some cases they were the same trailer, just super low quality compared to the actual trailer released. Yeah, but yeah, it was a really good game, especially Adam Jensen doing that Batman voice. I'm Adam Jensen. I fucking that Pritchard guy. He's a dick. Next on the list is Dishonored 2.
Ooh.
I think I saw the trailer for it. Cannot remember much. I cannot remember much.
I think I saw the trailer.
I'm pretty certain I saw the trailer. I cannot remember what the fuck it was about.
I can't remember either.
I remember some teleporting stuff with some
when
black smoke.
The girl was going down the shaft. Yeah, I remember now.
That doesn't sound like a game. The girl was going down the shaft. Anyway, I like Dishonored 1. I never played it. I never completed it. But from what I played, I thought it was pretty good. But with most stealth games, I'm kind of like, it's either Metal Gear Solid or it's not. And then I just kind of lose interest like that. Next one on the list, though, this might excite a lot of people, is Formula 1 2016. And next on the list is Final Fantasy 15.
Right, what about Formula 1?
I don't know. I know it's a racing game.
Okay.
It has wheels.
Okay.
It's coming out in 2016.
Yeah.
And it's about Formula 1 racing. And
so that's the problem with E3 around the corner. You just don't have enough news, do you?
Yeah.
Unless it's either sales or release dates or leaks.
There are a few things there. I'll skip through a few games because a few of them, like there's 3 Final Fantasy games.
Okay.
There's Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and Final Fantasy 14 Heaven's Ward.
Yeah, we don't care. Next.
Don't care. Whatever. Untitled new Forza game, or as I call it, Untitled new not Gran Turismo game. So why care? The Xbox Gran Turismo. Then there's the new Hitman will be shown. Cool. I love bald people. No disrespect to the bald people. I love the bald people. And then there's actually a game that I looked up because the name was just kind of interesting to me. It's called I Am Setsuna, which is a turn-based JRPG. And it looks kind of cool. I like that. I thought it was pretty cool. Just cause 3 will be there. I don't know why. That game's already out. Unless they're showing DLC or something like that.
I think it is DLC.
Yeah, cool. The voice acting in Just Cause 2 made me stop playing the game almost instantly.
Yeah, but I think that was the point of it.
Yeah,
I think they knew
bad.
how bad it was.
It was
like,
bad.
yeah, let's roll with it. Let's make it a comedy.
Yeah, it's like, let's just go with it. Because I remember I took down one of the statues in Just Cause 2. And the guy was like, that'll hurt that big man's ego. And I was like, fuck this game. I'm not playing this shit anymore. I gave it to my friend. I was like, here, take
Instant
this.
turn off.
I'm fucking done with this. That'll hurt the big man's ego. I was like, oh, fuck it. I don't give a shit about you or the big man. And The Legend of Zelda Wii U will be at E3. Which, if you're a Nintendo fan, you're probably super excited about. Because I think that's the only thing Nintendo are showing.
It's the only Wii U game.
Yeah, it's playable too, I think, isn't it?
I think I heard somewhere, I'm not sure if this is right, it's the only Wii U game coming out this year, and that includes third party.
Fuck.
This is
So
it.
when people keep complaining about the PS4 only releasing indie titles, just be thankful you're getting games because the Wii U isn't getting any.
We actually get the issues.
So I think I remember seeing the initial trailer for it like a few years ago. I thought it looked pretty cool. The grass was moving. I thought that was nice. Very green. It was a horse.
Grass is moving.
The grass is moving. 10 out of 10.
Too much
grass.
water. 7.8.
Not enough water. 5. And then Mafia 3 will also be shown at E3.
You know what? I missed out on that, and I really want to get into it.
You should play Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is really,
I've
really
got
good.
it on PlayStation Plus, but I haven't played it yet.
It's so I think I completed it once on PS3, and I completed it on PC as well, just to see. You can collect Playboy magazines. Like, legit. It's like actual Playboy.
Okay.
Had fun.
I bet you did.
Had a bit of fun.
Oh, giggity.
Yeah, but Mafia 3, it looks interesting, but I remember seeing some gameplay for it, and it looked, from what I can remember, it's probably not, but from what I could remember, it looked a bit arcadey. But I don't know if that was just a mission they were showing me. I can't really remember.
In what ways do you think arcadey?
Well, in Mafia 2, it was more kind of slower paced. You kind of drive around more. You know, you take your time. There's like a mechanic in it. If you go over the speed limit, the police will start chasing you and stuff. Okay. Which is something GTA should probably put in their game.
I know. Well, no, because everyone won't be doing that, and you know it. I've always thought that as soon as GTA 5 came out, and I was like, "What? I'm not getting pulled over by the police yet? Oh, come on!" But then I started thinking, actually, that would make the game so boring.
Yeah, but in Mafia 2 it worked because in Mafia 2 it wasn't as arcade as GTA can get.
You're being a crime lord, aren't you? You're trying to.
Well, yeah, you're working for the mafia, and you're kind of going through the ranks, you and your friend, and like you meet other people on the way. It's more of a grounded experience. And I thought Mafia 3, from what I saw, looked a little bit more kind of floaty looking. But we'll see what happens when it comes out. I'm looking forward to it anyway, because Mafia 2 was you should play that. That game was so good. It was fucking awesome. Yeah. Next on the list is Milestone, SRL, and Valentino Rossi, the game. Cool.
Yeah.
It might be a racing game.
Might be.
Rossi, isn't that like a racer guy? Could be an RPG. I don't know. We'll find out. There's another one called Neo, which I don't know shit about. And then there's Persona 5.
Oh god,
which I can't wait for.
I'm playing Persona 4. As soon as I finished Uncharted 4, it's like, I just need half an hour to rest.
You're just cleaning everything off the walls.
Yeah. And now, sorry. And now I've gone straight back to Persona 4 Golden on Vita. On my PS.
I keep meaning to get
I only
that.
bought the PS Vita TV just so I could play Persona 4 Golden on the big screen.
I traded it with my friend. I gave him a shitty game capture device, and then I got his PS Vita TV, PS TV or whatever. It was fucking well worth it. It was awesome. I played Killzone Mercenaries on it.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it. But the only problem is it gives you the option to go into 1080, but you can't select it. You're just stuck in 720, which is kind of annoying. But it's good for what it is, I guess. But Persona 5 looks really cool.
It really does.
I love the art style of it. It looks kind of Catherine-y.
Oh yeah, it's coming out in 2015. No.
It's not.
2016.
No.
Maybe. No, it's coming out in 2016 in September in Japan. And then I believe March 2017, which seems about right.
Oh god.
I don't know why they just didn't say coming soon rather than coming out 2015.
I'm surprised they wouldn't do like a worldwide release. Just like one day it's out everywhere. Especially with how successful Persona 4 Golden was in the PS Vita. Because in everybody's list of the best PS Vita games, that's up there every single time.
The previous Persona games came out a huge gap between Japan and Western release. So they've definitely taken inspiration from the fact that Persona 4 Golden did really well. So it's like, okay now. Because Persona 4 Golden was the system seller on Vita. There's no doubt about it. Uncharted Golden Abyss was trying to be, but no. Graphics were pretty, but 4 Golden. I can't wait for 5. I really can't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna splooge.
It looks
again.
really good. Next on the list is Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness. Cool.
Okay.
You're a star.
Yeah.
And you're in an ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And you're questioning your integrity and your faithlessness. Roll credits. Next on the list is Titanfall 2, which I don't know shit about, but I played Titanfall.
Have you played Titanfall?
I played Titanfall 1 on
Imagine
PC.
that, but with... you can wall run with the mech, you've got a sword,
Alright.
and you've got a grappling hook. And there's a story.
There's a single player.
Yes.
Woohoo, let's celebrate. The game has a single player. That should just be a standard fucking thing. I don't know why games release multiplayer only, because they never fucking work. Especially on consoles, with like Evolved and stuff.
Well, what
like, that game
about
is dead.
Overwatch?
Oh, Overwatch. Yeah, no, people are really hyped about Team Fortress 3. Actually, no.
No free from Valve. I've given up trying. You
Yeah,
know,
just
it's
let it
been
go.
over 10 years since Half-Life 2 Episode 3 was announced.
Really?
Yeah.
Just give up. Maybe if you stop thinking about it, they'll actually give it to you, like what happened with The Last Guardian. I actually played a few games of Overwatch. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm just not into team-based games for like online, because like just playing League of Legends just has left a sour, shitty taste in my mouth. And I can't go back. I can't go back to team-based multiplayer games. It's so bad.
We'll play Team Fortress 2 together.
I remember one guy challenged me to a 1v1 on Team Fortress, and I never played it before, and I fucking smashed him. It was really funny. Next on the list is Ukulele, which is the Banjo-Kazooie people are making that.
I kickstarted it.
Did you actually?
I want my PS4.
Why does that ring a bell? Oh wait, I gave them money. I don't really know much about that game either. Which
Imagine
is probably why it's on my
Banjo-Kazooie in HD on the PS4.
Isn't he like a lizard-looking guy, or am I thinking of something else?
There's a lizard. There's a dinosaur.
Right, so there is a lizard. Okay.
Yeah. And there's Trousers Snake.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a third-person platformer again, because I think it's been a while since we had one of those.
Well, that's the only reason I did it, is because I'm so used to these like generic platformers. Like, I would say Uncharted is generic now because it is starting to get like. But I think we need to go back to those basic sort of games that sort of jump-started that sort of gameplay.
Well, like the Jak and Daxters and
the Jak and
like
Daxters, the.
I would like to see them, but I don't think many people will get behind third-person platformers.
It's like with Crash Bandicoot, it won't be a full release because that sort of gameplay can't now. I think it will be a downloadable content if it is a thing.
Because I think games have evolved to the point where we don't really need a lot of third-person platformers like we had on PS2 and PS1, especially on PS2. I think.
Yeah.
I think we just moved past that now. Like first-person shooters are the fucking rage. Fucking MOBAs are a rage for some reason. I don't know. I just think that there's not a lot of room left for the third-person platformer to come back, or really any sort of platformers that aren't kind of indie or Nintendo-ish.
Yeah.
And I think like you can't really break into that market because it's hardly there anyway.
Well, that's why I think that if Sony are going to make a Crash Bandicoot, then they should release it downloadable. Because if you release it on disc, I love collecting discs. I'm not trying to say it should be downloadable only. I want a disc, but it's
me too.
more likely going to be because it is kind of an indie game now when you think about it. Back in the day, that was the shit. Because it was good gameplay, it was fun, it was addicting. But nowadays, you just can't get that without thinking, oh, this is just a little throwaway game that I can play for 2 levels.
I'll play till the next COD or
because you've got these story-driven games, but something like Crash Bandicoot can't be story-driven anymore. So
unless the gameplay is just super, super fun. Kind of like with the new Ratchet and Clank game that came out. That's apparently really, really fun. The movie sucks. But apparently, the game is like super, super good. But I doubt they'll turn that into a yearly thing. Yeah. Because I think it's perfect. We haven't seen Ratchet and Clank in a while, and now he comes back. It's reimagined. It's super pretty. Like it's a super nice looking game. But I think if they start releasing those continuously now, it'll just lose its effect really, really quickly.
Yeah.
So I think just probably one every like 3 years maybe. I think that's probably the sweet spot. Because they're good games to play, but I think we've been like just force fed them, a few gens back. I don't think we're ready to get back into them. Yeah. Last on the list is WRC 6, which is a rally racing game. Cool.
Yay.
Number 7.
Like them rallies.
I love them
wait,
rally
are we
critters.
only just getting on to the next story now?
We're only
Jesus
getting on to the
Christ.
next story now.
Fucking hell. Right.
I thought we'd get through it faster, but this one's good. Number 7 on the list is Mighty Number 9's new trailer. Is apparently unforgivable. The head of Mighty Number 9 developer Inti Creates has expressed his dislike of the game's latest trailer and blamed publisher Deep Silver for it. Inti Creates chief executive Takuya Aizu, geez, my Japanese is bad today, described the trailer as horrible on Twitter and went on to say in his tweet, "What the hell was Deep Silver thinking making a crappy PV like this? Unforgivable."
It's awful.
It's awesome. The trailer was released on the 25th of May. It's gotten criticism for a reference made towards anime fans, and a lot of criticism concerned regarding the visual fidelity of the game. The visuals of the game it looks kind of shitty. It looks
the
really,
visuals don't bother me. I knew it was going to be a terrible looking game.
But I expected something of a bit of a higher quality. But then I went on to learn that after multiple delays, it's finally gone gold, and it's going to launch on 21st of June for PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and Xbox 360, Wii U, and PC. Woo. So I think PS3 and Xbox 360 might have held it back. Maybe kind of like what we saw at the start of this gen.
Yeah.
The way like every game was PS3, PS4, and it was kind of holding back the next gen games.
Well, if my friend Fish Dragon is listening to this podcast, you're finally getting your game that you paid for.
Good job, Fish.
3 years ago.
Unless I get hit with another delay.
God, I want to do it. Because he's been waiting for this game so long, I just want to torture him.
During the trailer, the narrator of the trailer says the player can make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night. And apparently that has not gone down well with the weeps. It has not gone down well with the weeps.
As soon as I heard that, it's like, I am a proper weeb. I'm just going to admit that right now. I don't give a shit what you think. I'm a weeb. I don't care. But as soon as he said that, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they just said that.
It wasn't that. I don't think it was insulting. It was just cringy.
It was so cringy. It was insulting.
The whole
to our
trailer is just. The whole trailer is just cringe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's a short dash move, there's a long dash move, maybe there's a dash move to make you breakfast, I don't know. I was like, shut the fuck up, stop talking, you fucking idiot. It reminded me of what's that YouTube channel where the guy has like the movie voice or whatever. It's like Honest Trailers
yeah,
where he does that. It's kind of like that, but turn the cringe all the way up, turn it to fucking 11. It's fucking horrendous.
But I can't wait for the Honest trailer.
They don't even have to.
They're just going to play the whole thing.
They should just re-upload the trailer on their channel.
Honest trailer.
Yeah.
Just play it.
Yeah, just press play. But yeah, Mighty Number 9. After seeing that trailer, like, I think just the narration alone has just turned me off it so much. It was fucking horrendous. They made it, with the narration, it made it look like it was some sort of like super childish kids game when I was looking at it. Because you think Mega Man, which is pretty much what it is. It was like the Mega Man was like really difficult like when it was out, and this trailer just made the game look like it was just a piece of cake and it was just for kids. Like even though Mega Man 1 was, a lot of kids played it and stuff back in the day, but it was still like super fucking hard at the same time. It's kind of like kiddie Dark Souls, let's say, if you want to really stretch for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that trailer just made it look like it was just fucking garbage, really.
Yeah. Right, select the next news topic.
The next news topic, number 8. Batman Remastered announced for PS4 and Xbox One. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment and DC Entertainment announced that Batman Return of Arkham is coming to Xbox One and PS4 in July this year.
Looks utter shit.
I haven't seen anything for it, but it bundles Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City together and will use Unreal Engine 4. It's being remastered by Virtuous, I think is how you say it. The studio behind the remasters of Heavy Rain, Final Fantasy X, X-2, and Fable Anniversary. It'll feature all the downloadable content, has improved graphics, apparently.
Getting on to that, there's a video release on YouTube at the moment that's comparing the trailers for both the original
Oh, really?
and the remaster. Even though it hasn't been released yet, they somehow got the footage. And the original version was on PC Max settings, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then the remastered version the models just look absolutely terrible. The lighting looks shit. You would have thought because it's being on the next generation consoles, you would have thought that it would be powerful enough to run PC maximum settings. The models just look absolute garbage on the remaster. I will admit the city, the backgrounds, the buildings look absolutely beautiful. The rain looks beautiful, but nah.
I think
The
that
models look terrible in comparison to the last generation PC maximum version.
Yeah, the thing that annoyed me is that they left out Arkham Origins because it was made by Warner Bros. Games Montreal.
It's not like they couldn't get the license. Warner Bros. That owns the license to all
It's really
DC.
annoying. It's like here's a collection of all the Batman games except for this one from
And
last gen.
Blackgate.
Gotta love that Blackgate. Rocksteady just kind of annoys me now at this point. The way they're just not acknowledging that game at all. The way they haven't done it since they were making Arkham Knight, because apparently they gave it to Montreal to make Origins so they could have more time to make Arkham Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But when Arkham Knight came out, it didn't work at all on PC. And if it did work on PC, people just compared it or just called it Arkham Knight Batman or Batmobile Simulator.
Yeah.
Because that's all you fucking did was drive around that Batmobile. And then they have like the nerve to go back to fucking Warner Bros. Games Montreal and say, yeah, Origins, we don't think it was good enough, or it's not what we saw it being, or whatever. And they're just kind of like ditching it, even though the game that they released after Origins was fucking didn't work like at all. At least when Origins came out, it had a fucking great ass story and it worked.
I mean, I have some sort of guilt when it comes to the Arkham Knight, because when Batman Arkham City was first announced and it came to Eurogamer, I interviewed one of the developers for Rocksteady for another website publication I was with at the time, and I said, so when are we going to get the Batmobile? Go, oh no, we just wanted you to be the Batman. We wanted you to feel like you're gliding through the city just like Batman would. And now I feel like...
Can we have Batman back, please?
Can we have Batman back? I don't like the Batmobile. I
It's
wanted
like,
it so much. I begged them for it. There's a video on it. I practically begged them with my eyes and go, please give me it. I want it. And yeah, they gave me it, and it's shit.
Instead of like Batman Arkham Knight, they should have just called it Batmobile Arkham Knight featuring Batman, maybe. I don't know. Who cares?
Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, Game of the Year edition. It has the shitty DLC.
Game of the Year nominee edition.
Game of the Year, not really. Edition. Where you get all the skins. That, like, the thing that annoyed me about the skins was that in the in some of the cutscenes, the skins it resorted back to the original skin in the game.
Oh. Okay.
Which is annoying because it's like, oh, I got these cool skins or whatever, and like you want to see them in the cutscenes,
not the in-game cutscene trailer.
No, so some of the in-game cutscene ones were like that for me.
All right, okay.
It was weird because I played the whole game with the Adam West Batman skin because it's fucking awesome. But yeah, I liked it, but it could have been a bit better, I think. Number 9 of the news topics, which is taking so fucking long.
We'll get there.
This is the second last one, I promise. New Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer is officially the second most disliked YouTube video ever. 20 days from the release of the trailer, it has 2.5 million dislikes and only 400,000 likes.
Battlefield for the win!
Yep, well, Justin Bieber Baby has 6 million more dislikes. So it's getting there. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Do you know, that would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it?
What?
If the Infinite Warfare trailer got more dislikes than Justin Bieber Baby.
Make
that would be
hashtag.
The funniest thing. We should do that. We should make a hashtag.
COD more dislikes than Bieber.
It's so funny. I thought it was surprising that everyone didn't like the trailer because they showed the COD 4 remaster. They showed that it's real. I thought like that's what everyone wanted, was just give me COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, we'll get onto that topic in a minute, but there's a reason why it's disliked.
So yeah, it was disliked for that, and it was also disliked because it was, again, a futuristic setting. I don't know why it's not going back to grounded modern day stuff. I'm sick of all this sci-fi shit. Like, if I want to play a sci-fi game, I'll play either Destiny or Halo. Like, I don't need to play another Call of Duty sci-fi game because it's boring.
Send us back to World War II, goddammit.
Send me back to World War II. Or even, like, it would have been awesome, right? If, like, everyone thought that they were going to make World at War 2. Okay. And it would have been really cool if they did do a World War 2 setting and Battlefield 1 did World War 1 setting. Mm-hmm. That would have been, like, really cool. It would have been, like, super interesting. But now COD is just doing another sci-fi game and Battlefield is actually going all the way back. Mm. I just thought it would have been cooler if they went with World War 2 or maybe even a World War 1 setting like Battlefield. Yeah. It's not going to damage the game really because the game still sells millions every year. Yeah. Even though, because most of the people that shit on the game every year buy it every year. So, like, it might have, like, 2.5 million dislikes, but the majority of those people are still going to buy the fucking game. So, number 10. Kojima. I wanted to squeeze it in. Go on. Kojima reveals the mascot of his new studio. It's a little bit old, but I just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Kojima has launched an image of Ludens, which is the mascot of the new studio, Kojima Productions. He also provided some information on what the character represents. Ludens, the icon of Kojima Productions, will deliver the new play in the new future with the cutting-edge equipment, technology, and frontier spirit. The gear he's wearing is an extravehicular activity creative suit. Cool. An extravehicular activity suit is a suit that allows astronauts to survive in outer space outside the planet's atmosphere. Just in case you didn't, if you're not a spaceman, you don't know that stuff. So I'm just kind of interested about what you think his new game will be. Because I have some stuff here about what we know of his game so far. It's a PS4 timed exclusive that will eventually launch on PC. Sony isn't investing any money in his new studio, so it's not owned by anyone. It's strictly just his. Which after the whole Konami thing, I'm not surprised. It won't have anything to do with Metal Gear Solid or Silent Hill. Obviously, it's going to be an action game. He said that it's not an open world game, but he compared it to The Division and Uncharted 4. So I'm guessing it might be a kind of linear open world sort of thing, especially like in terms of Uncharted 4. The Division, it's that from what I've heard, that is open world, but it's only set in like Manhattan, so it's kind of enclosed in like a space or whatever. He said that when it's announced, it won't look outstanding, but when you see it and play it, it will be, which is really fucking weird.
All I know is, I don't care what the game is. I'm not a fan of Metal Gear Solid. I'm going to lay that out there. But I can appreciate... I'm sorry. But I can appreciate his craft and his storytelling, so I know it's going to be good.
He said the only reason he partnered with Sony and not anyone else was because he couldn't be arsed making a detailed presentation. I was like, that's amazing. That's amazing. He was legend. Like... Imagine like he goes to like Microsoft or Nintendo or something, and they're like, yeah, it's cool, but we want you to make a detailed presentation. He was like, do you know who the fuck I am? Do you know who the fuck I am? Here's a rough sketch. Yoji Shinkawa made it. Now you either give me the green light or you go fuck
give
yourself.
Give me the fucking money or I'm out. I'm going to deal fucking Kojima, goddammit.
So he partnered with Sony because they would accept a rough sketch and give him a lot of creative freedom. Which I love the way he said it, because I just want to picture him going in completely badass and be like, do you know who the fuck I am? Do you know who I am?
Here's some money.
I'm Hideo Kojima. Another fun fact that I found online, you can legit buy a Kojima body pillow case. I will leave the link. We will leave the link in the description.
Yes.
It's $30 and it's fucking hilarious. It's two-sided. Dude, I'll show you after.
Flip over in the night.
I'll show you after, or we can put a picture in the video or something like that. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. It's $30. I wanna, but you only get the pillowcase and not the actual pillow. Oh, but luckily, I have a body pillow, and it doesn't have a case, so I might look into this. This could be a great Christmas present. That's all the news.
So now that we are done with the news, Daniel, I would like to select the next segment.
You go for it.
Can I select it?
No. Get the fuck out.
I'm selecting it anyway. This is my podcast. It's my podcast now.
Hey, those 2 megabytes. Those 2 megabytes counts.
Okay. Anyway, this segment is something I like to call the good, the bad, and what the fuck were they thinking? The good, The bad. What the fuck were they thinking? The good is The Last Guardian is finally confirmed for I can't even speak. Let me start again.
You fucked that up.
Yes, I did. The Last Guardian is finally confirmed for release in 2016 at last. At least it's not going to be like Half-Life 3. Yeah. Bastards.
Rip.
The bad. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is only available for Call of Duty Infinite War Legacy Edition, which means if you want to get the Modern Warfare 4 remaster, you have to buy a game you don't want. And that is why the YouTube video is the most disliked game video of all time. Assholes.
Good job.
Yeah. And what the fuck were they thinking? Even though we've already said it once, we have to say it again. The Mighty 9 trailer. Ugh, what the fuck were they thinking?
I thought it was funny.
They just insulted everyone.
Yeah.
They did. What the fuck?
Wait, was it you that backed it, or was it your friend?
My friend that backed it.
You have to ask him, what does it feel like to be shat on?
Fish, write in the comments.
What does it feel like to be shat on? Because that trailer was horrendous.
It wasn't.
I really liked the pizza explosion, though, in the background.
There was a pizza explosion?
No, it was a normal explosion, but it looked like a pizza. It was. You should look it up. Okay. It's amazing. It's such a shitty trailer, but it's so good. I can't.
Hey, at least it showed you everything you can do.
The short dash.
It was a Mega Man game.
The long dash. The dash. There's probably a dash that makes you breakfast. I don't know. Ha ha ha. Kids, join me in my fun times. That was the trailer. That was me watching. I was like, and then they made the anime fan reference. I thought that was funny. I was like, no fucking way. Shoto.
Alright, so let's move on to the topic of the week. And Daniel, the PlayStation 4k has been announced.
Ooh.
Not recently, but it's been pretty much confirmed. It hasn't been officially confirmed.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 4K is going to boost more RAM. It's going to basically it's going to be a more powerful PlayStation 4, and it's going to allow you to play your games in 4K resolution. What do you think?
I don't know why they're doing the 4K, because I don't know anyone who has a 4K TV or monitor. Like, are 4K TVs, are they a thing now? Are they like an established thing?
I don't think they're established.
Yeah, because
I mean, at this point in the life cycle of 4K for high definition, everyone had a high definition TV pretty much. Mm-hmm. Everyone, even if it wasn't full 1080, everyone had a HD ready TV that allowed you to connect a HDMI device. But no, 4K just isn't established yet. It's going to be a premium console, and what I don't understand is why they're bothering.
Yeah, especially like if they're going to release it this year. The only thing I can think of is that they're doing it for the VR headset. That's the only thing, because no one has a 4K TV. Yeah, and like I look like back on PS3, they started to do the whole 3D thing. That fucking vanished instantly. Yeah, I think I'll know one person with a 3D TV. Like no one else has one. And same, like no one else has a 4K TV that I know. So the only thing I can think of is that this is made for the VR headset, because it probably runs a little shitty on the current hardware. It's the only like reason I can think of. Because it doesn't make sense. There was
reports that the VR ran so terrible on PS4 that's the only reason they made the new console. And now they found a way to make it work on both. And it's like, shit.
Yeah, well, they're stuck with it.
We've made it. So might as well. But I think what's going to happen is, like, you know the VR, it came with its mini
the
PS4.
Little box, yeah.
Yeah. I reckon that's going to be built into the 4K. A bit like how the Xbox 360 Kinect worked. You know how it had its own power. And with the Xbox Slim, it just had its own dedicated Kinect socket. I think that's basically what it's going to be.
I think the good thing is that it hasn't been officially announced by Sony themselves, so they still can pull the plug on it, which is good, because I think I really don't see why they're doing this other than the VR, because I think it's just going to create a divide in their fan base. It's like, do you have the premium console or do you have the original? And like, which one does it run better on? And all the like rules that they put in place for if you're making a game on PS4, it has to be able to run on both well.
Yeah.
One version cannot be better than the other. They have to be, no, they have to run with the same consistency and stuff like that.
They can't. One can't be 60 frames and one can't be 20 frames.
Yeah.
As long as it runs at least 30 frames per second, then you're good.
Yeah, it's like, well, why are you doing this? Like, it doesn't make sense because they're just going to create a divide between the fan base, and it's just going to get fucked up. And they don't even have to do this unless it's for VR, because the PS4 is 2-to-1 when you compare it to Xbox One. It's selling like fucking crazy. It doesn't really have any first party games. There's no reason to bring out the new premium console because
they should have just waited an extra 2 years and brought out the PlayStation 5.
I think that's what Microsoft was doing, because in the news segments, the new Xbox that might be coming out that's 4 times more powerful. There's a few rumors that they could team up with Oculus, and then they have
technically.
Oh, they have. No, yeah, they have. Yeah.
Because they bundled the Xbox One controller in with it, didn't
so I think Xbox One, Microsoft could have been like, right, we'll create this console that we'll release in a few years that can now support the Oculus like properly and at a good performance. And then all this news got leaked about the PS4k, and they're kind of like, oh shit. So now it's kind of like the two of them. The only people that haven't said it's real is Microsoft and Sony. So it's really not. I don't know why they're doing it, to be honest. The VR is literally the only reason I can think of, and I'm not really like, I'm not buying VR first day because it's I think it's one of those first adopter kind of things. We saw with like the first like iPhone and stuff, the way it wasn't quite there yet, and the people that bought it were kind of like the little guinea pigs testing it out, seeing what worked and what didn't. So I don't know. I'm not really behind VR at the moment, especially if they're going to be bringing out this premium console. Like if they came out and announced that thing is official, then I don't think anyone will be buying a PS4 until that premium model comes out.
Yeah, it is just going to fuck up their sales.
Yeah, and like they're selling amazingly so far, so why try to change that?
Well, maybe they're just trying to resell it to you again. Yeah,
but then they're kind of shitting on everyone who bought it, day one. Because me and my brother, we bought our PS4s day one. I managed to get mine before they sold out. My brother had to pay, I think, what was the PS4 on release? It was like £400 or £300.
It was 350.
350. I think my brother, we had to pay 450 for his, because they were so scarce that the sellers just upped the price because they knew they could get away with it.
Yeah.
So like people like my brother who had to spend an extra £100 on the console on day one, backing them from the beginning, and now all of a sudden they're like, here's a premium console, go buy that one too, you stupid cunt. Like, you can't do that to like your original, fan base who bought it right at the start. You're kind of just shitting on them. I don't like it.
No, I totally agree. Everything you've just said is what I was going to say. So
cool.
Well, there's no point in repeating. You've echoed exactly my thoughts. So
I just like, the only thing is just the VR. I know. I keep saying that, but that is literally the only reason. It must run like shit on the PS4 if they're going to make this premium model with like built-in VR or whatever, the built-in little block that you get.
Block. The block just made me laugh as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, look, a little mini PS4
little block. Yeah.
They knew what they were
I thought it was a PS Vita TV. You just plug it into it.
Wait, why couldn't they just do that? They could have combined it and then it would have had a fucking use.
Oh yeah, imagine. Do you think it's powerful enough? Because I'm holding mine here in my hand. If you just tuned into the podcast at this point, I'm holding the PS Vita TV and not something else.
It's more of just a processor.
Yeah.
It's more to say, like, right, because you know how you've seen footage of VR for the PC where you can see what the person's seeing.
Yeah.
In, like, the sort of, like, overall shape. But it also reflects that on the screen. I think that's what it is.
That's what that's for. Oh, okay.
I think that's exactly what that's for. I don't think it makes it any more powerful. I think it's just mainly to transfer the data to say, all right, so you're moving now, so let's reflect that on the screen.
Yeah, so people can see it. All right, yeah.
A bit like how you need a capture card to to go into the capture card, and then the capture card to go into two different
All right. Yeah,
to go into the TV and go into the computer.
Yeah, I get you. Still 9 though.
Yeah,
God damn it, Sony. You're doing so well.
you're doing so well.
Doing so well.
All right then. I believe you need to select the next topic.
Right. So basically, what are we playing right now, Jamie?
The random name generator.
Are we going to play the random name generator?
I think we should play the random name generator.
Is it time?
It's that time.
Let me open up this motherfucking name generator. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Should we click through 5 and pick out our best, or should we just go with whatever we
I think
generate?
we should just do a quick fire round.
Quick fire. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm going to generate a random name now. And we have the Invisible Raccoon for Kids.
Okay.
What could this game be?
All right. Let's explain the topic before we get into this.
No,
right.
Don't explain anything. You have to figure it out.
It will make sense afterwards. Right. So, Daniel, what is this game?
Basically, I found a random video game name generator online. And I was just clicking through, getting distracted, and I found some pretty funny names. And I thought it'd be a good idea if we tried to pitch the idea to the audience.
Sony.
And Sony, if they want to.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Nintendo might like it. They might like some invisible raccoon for kids. Sounds great. But
Right,
basically, it's
Sony,
a random name
these
generator.
are our video game ideas for you. And it's so easy, we've even found a name generator.
Yes. It's perfect. Okay.
It is perfect.
So I'll just click through. We'll find another one.
Right,
Just
go.
to start things off. We got Bunky's Bow Hunter Factory. What could this be about, Jamie?
That sounds like a hillbilly
Yes.
going out into a sawdust factory. And
course.
he's jumping from platform to platform without getting chopped. Or
And he-
sword.
And he has a bow.
Yes.
And he hunts stuff. He hunts the people that are killing the trees because his family was a tree.
Yes.
So his dad was a tree and his mother was a tree hugger. And then they gave birth to Bunky. He came out with a bow. And all of a sudden his dad got ripped out of the floor and thrown into a fucking saw machine.
That's the final boss, your dad being resurrected from sawdust.
And Bunky, he had a troubled childhood, right?
yeah.
So he got arrested by the wood factory people. And they put him in a wooden cell made of his dad.
Oh, that's... How could you be so cruel? The man's father's just died.
I know, and now they put him inside of him. I'd buy it. I'm like, oh wow, there's a guy called Bunky,
I'll
and
buy that for $1.
he's living in his dad. That sounds great.
Right. Game number 2.
Game number 2. Mega Piano in Africa.
A Mega Piano. That's just a piano simulator. But in Africa.
So,
The best VR game ever.
you basically, it's a charity game,
Oh, okay.
right? It's, you know, the way you have like the African Aid and stuff like that. You
Okay.
go, you help Africans. Basically, you bring a giant piano. It's that scene. I can't remember the movie, but it's the scene where the guys are like dancing on a floor piano.
Okay.
It's a VR Dance Dance Revolution style game set in Africa to raise money for charity for the African kids.
I don't know if that's offensive or
It's not offensive. It's not. It's here. I would dance on a piano. I would dance on a piano for kids. That sounds fucking
VR
weird.
with the PlayStation Move. Sold.
Of course, the PS Move will finally have a use. Other than Kung Fu Rider.
Oh, that shit was terrible.
I remember I bought that and I was like, damn it, I just bought 2 moves. Why the fuck? Right. Next game. Do you want to do 5 games or maybe 3? 3 or 5?
We'll do 3.
Okay, last game. Screaming Cardboard Country. This one sounds pretty good. This could be a cool ass indie game.
Mm-hmm.
Where everyone's made of cardboard.
Okay.
Cardboard boxes.
Yep.
You're in the countryside. It's like it's a wild wet, like a cowboy game, but everyone is a cardboard box. So picture, right? You got a sheriff. He's wearing a cardboard box. And do you know the way kids used to like draw on cardboard boxes to like make like houses or something like that? And they used to like sleep in the cardboard boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, the sheriff is a cardboard box with like a sheriff outfit drawn onto the cardboard box, and he has a little fake mustache like wrapped around his face. And basically, you're in Wild West, and you're shooting people as cardboard boxes. And as you do it, you scream.
How about it's the PlayStation Animal Crossing?
PlayStation Animal Crossing. That'd be fucking hilarious. Cardboard Country.
Yeah.
The Animal Crossing rival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone is a box.
Everyone's a cardboard box.
You've got pink boxes, you've got game boxes, you've got porn boxes,
I love my porn box.
fleshlight boxes, you've got all the boxes.
No, that'd be pretty cool. Make a game where all the characters are made out of cardboard and they're all like drawn on. That sounds like something that Media Molecule would make. That sounds like a big plan.
Maybe it's a Dreams sequel.
Yeah, Dream sequel, Screaming Cardboard Country, available now on whatever the hell you want. I think someone should make a cardboard style game.
I think we should actually. That actually sounds good.
That'd be really cool. I wouldn't like everyone's a cardboard box. I like everything is made out of cardboard boxes, like cardboard box horse, cardboard box saloon, cardboard box people.
So it's a cross between Terrible Teddy.
No, Red Dead Redemption cardboard box. That's what it is.
Yes, sold.
I would fucking play that.
What was that game? Teddy in Paradise. Naughty Bear. Naughty Bear.
Oh no, I bought that. That game was fucking terrible.
Was it?
That game was terrible. I didn't buy the Bear in Paradise or whatever you said. I bought the original one that came out.
Alright. I want to get it. I wanted to get it.
You could probably buy it for... Actually, no. You could probably find someone who's willing to pay you to take it off them. That game sucked. That game was bad. Have you still
got your copy?
I burned it. I burned it alive. That game was horrendous. It was funny, but it was shit. Right.
Right, let's finish that topic and let's select the next
Screaming Cardboard
segment.
Country. Love it.
Yes.
Right, so the next segment, Jamie, is a quiz that I have for you.
Right, so this is a game that we're going to play at the end of every episode, and we basically just have to think of questions, and then we come back the following week, and then we answer them.
Alright, Jamie, so basically, the little questions I have for you is name the top 5 best-selling PlayStation 2 games.
Right, then.
Yeah, Jamie.
So, the top 5 PlayStation 2s.
Do not Google it. I think this is going to be the segment where everybody realizes that we don't know shit about games.
Right. So, top 5. Any particular order?
We'll start off with an order, but if it gets fucked up, we'll just name top 5.
No, I'm just naming top 5.
Okay, let me Google first.
Difficult.
Let me get this list.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Right, so would you like to explain the topics? Would you like to explain this segment?
Basically, at the end of every episode, every week, one of us will ask the other. We'll give them a quiz on like the top 5 whatevers in gaming. So top 5 PlayStation 2 games, top 5 Naughty Dog games, stuff like that. And basically, you need to try and get them right. And if you do, then you get a point. And at the end of the year, whoever has the most points will get something.
What that something is, we don't know yet.
What the something is? Pizza? Could be a wave.
Could be.
Could be an airwave. Not the chew gum. I'm literally going to wave my ear. Alright, so Jamie, I'm looking at the top 5 PS2 games, and fucking hell, man.
Are they going to be something I'm not going to know?
It wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay. Right, so...
Oh, God.
I'm going to do it. You ready?
Alright.
Right. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Ding.
That's one.
Uh-huh. That was number 1. That was the most sold.
I was going to say that was number 2.
Nope, most sold.
The most sold.
By 10 million.
Wow. God of War 2. 1?
That's my duck. We should get a duck here. Or shit. Can we get the fucking Affleck duck? Affleck.
Right, so every time we get it wrong, we do Affleck.
Right, okay.
Product placement at its finest, people.
Yeah. Whatever the hell Affleck is. I heard it's some sort of insurance. Where's the duck?
Right, I'll tell you what. Let's start this topic again. Because this is our first topic. So,
okay.
But I have to be on a timer.
Alright, hold on. Right, let me get my timer. Where's my phone? Okay. So what, we'll give you...
Give me...
5 minutes?
60 seconds.
To name all 5?
Yes.
Alright. Now we're fucking in it now. Okay.
Alright.
So, do you want me to start the timer?
Yes.
Right, I'll do a timer instead of a stopwatch, so we get a little sound effect of playing afterwards. Okay.
And I'm allowed 10 wrong answers.
Let me find something. Do you like Twinkle?
I love Twinkle.
Alright, we'll do Twinkle.
Okay.
Okay, you have a minute
Fucking
starting.
love Twinkle.
Mate, I fucking love Twinkle, mate. Right.
Oh.
Your minute is starting now. Name the top 5.
Right, so Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We already
Ding.
know that.
Uh-huh.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's number 5,
Yes,
isn't
that is in there, yeah. No, that is number 2.
it? Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Here, keep going, you go.
I was going to say Grand Theft Auto 3 as well. But
Are you going to say that or no?
no.
You're
No,
not
I'll
saying
say it. I'll get it wrong.
Yes, that was the 4th.
Seriously? So
That
all
is the
3
fourth.
Grand Theft Autos. Right.
Yes,
So
this is why the list is so weird.
I was going to say Grand Theft Auto 3 from the start. Right. And then there was... Oh, my God. Ratchet and Clank.
Affleck.
Affleck.
Straight up Affleck.
Not even there.
You got 18 seconds.
18 seconds left. Final Fantasy X. Or
Affleck.
Final Fantasy X.
Affleck.
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 I can't stop laughing.
You got 7 seconds to name the last 2.
Grand Theft... No.
Come on.
Oh, Gran Turismo 3.
Yes.
Yes.
You're out of time.
Oh.
The last one was Gran Turismo 4. So literally, the top 5
Shit.
goes from like highest to lowest. San Andreas with 27.5 million. Vice City 17.5. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec 14.89 million. Grand Theft Auto 3 14.5. Gran Turismo 4 11.76 million. So literally,
Jeez.
the top 5 is just Grand Theft Auto and Gran Turismo. They all begin with G, and they're all gran. They're all gran something.
That's how you make millions, people.
Yeah, just
Gran
have gran.
or grand.
We should have done that for our fucking game generator. Just Gran Simulator or something. Just like some old granny. Just beating kids with a stick or something.
I think there is a game like
Yeah,
that.
when I looked this up last night, I was shocked. That's just 3 Grand Theft Auto. Well, not kind of shocked to see 3 of those, but to see them all in the top 5, and then the other 2 are Gran Turismo games. Like I thought, like number 6 is MGS2 with 7 million. And then,
Oh, that was one of the games I was thinking of as well.
and
MGS2.
Final Fantasy X was 7th, followed by Tekken 5, Final Fantasy 12, Kingdom Hearts, and the original God of War.
Okay.
That was
So,
the top 10.
I was in the top 10. So
Yeah.
that's fine, but it's not top 5, so it doesn't count. Right, so how many points do I get for that?
I guess you get 4 because you got 4 out of 5, right?
Okay then. 4 out of 5.
Damn, Jamie.
Sounds good. So every week we have to do 5.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep track of what we have. So you have 4 points now.
Okay then.
It was fucked
Right.
up though.
That was very fucked up. Right, so is that the end of the very first episode of PlayStation Select?
Yes, episode
Podcast
00.
Fuck's sake.
Why do you keep doing this, Jamie?
I don't know a name for
Why do
my
you keep
own
doing
podcast.
Why you do this?
How are you doing this, boy?
Jimmy, why?
I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for Podcast Select. I've been one of your hosts, Jamie Carty, and that's been your other host, the God of War himself, Daniel.
Danzo Senpai.
Daniel Senpai. That's your new name.
Yes.
That's officially your new name.
Call me Senpai.
Senpai.
I,
Daniel
I love the Japanese cartoons.
Oh, I love all the Japanese cartoons.
I lo-
By the way, we watch anime, so we're allowed to take fun out.
I like One Punch Man.
I have yet to see that.
Oh, dude.
I've been trying to. It's not
it's so
on
good.
Crunchyroll.
It cuts out all the anime bullshit and just gets straight to it.
Good.
It's great. So instead of like in some animes where the guy like picks up a pen or he like looks at something and he goes ugh, or ugh, that's my
It
anime
just goes,
voice. Yeah, in One Punch Man it's like why he just runs up and just punches them. It's like shut the fuck up. It's great. He's me. He's who I would want to be if I was in an anime. When everyone tries to give their amazing backstory, he just runs up and just fucking one punches them, and kills them instantly, and I'm like, thank you. That's a relief. I don't need to hear any of this crap about how you're some kingfish of the underworld. He just runs up and just bashes them, and it's amazing because the build up is so good.
Yeah.
Because
It's just anticlimactic.
yeah,
but
it's
funny.
so anticlimactic that it's dude, you need to watch it. I'm gonna cosplay as him.
Okay.
I'm gonna shave my head bald.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the very first episode of Podcast Select. Just so you know, this is only a pilot episode. We don't expect it to be great. If you have any criticisms, let us know in the comments. If you have any segments or you want to email us, then I'll provide an email address soon. Not now. We'll think of something. Probably podcastselect@kaimines.com. Oh, there you go. Yay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Any closing statements, Daniel Senpai?
No.
Best statement ever.
My statement is I don't have a statement.
There we go then.
Watch One Punch Man, I will say.
Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Catch you later.
Boy.
Boy.